Hey everyone, this is Jules Mock and back again with a new video. So today I'm going to give you a little bit of background story. This is my story time. So first I would like to give credit to my cousin Jasmine for giving me this idea because I have been literally blocked about my next video. So I hope you enjoy this story and you get to hear a little bit more about me and how I kind of came to be. So this is the story about how I was born. Now, usually when she was born, we don't want to hear that. Well, I think you might find this story a little bit interesting. So, first of all, I was born September 7th of 2000. And I was born 6.5 months early, so I am a preemie baby. Now, the day I came to this earth, my mom had to this wasn't a rush for her. She was having high blood pressure, so I had to come out a little bit quickly or else she could have died, because my mom has a history of high blood pressure in her family, so that causes a lot of bad things to happen, you know. And so they did have to take me on a rush, and because of that, I wasn't fully developed. I was born with an incomplete intestine. I think it was my small or large intestine. I don't really remember what they told me. It was one of my intestines. So the minute I came out, they had to take me straight to surgery because I was very weak and sick, and with the intestine not developed, everything that was going on around my stomach was not functioning correctly. So they took me to surgery and they took out the intestine and they fixed whatever they didn't need to fix. But I did have to stay in the hospital for the next 3 months. I was technically supposed to be born in December, but 6.5 months, I was a small, weak baby. They had to keep me in the hospital for months till I grew. Now, the fact that I was born a preemie, I only did weigh 2.2 pounds, and I was basically the size of my hand. I was so tiny and fragile, like I looked like an alien. That's basically what I looked like, an alien, and it was not pretty. Now, once I got out of the hospital, they sent a nurse with me to live with my parents to help me out because I was still very fragile, and with the surgery, it's very hard. Now, keep in mind, this surgery, what they did is even though they took out the bad intestine, they had to I don't know if you people know what a colostomy bag is, but it's basically like you take a bit of your intestine and it sticks out of your body and you attach a bag to it. So basically, if I had to use the bathroom, it was inside the bag. Now, this was a hard time for my parents because think about it, thinking that your couple-month-old baby had to go through a surgery and you have to be with a nurse 24/7. That was hard for them. I might not remember because, shoot, I was a baby. Not going to remember much, but I know it must have been really hard on my parents. So, now there was a problem though. Once I got out of the hospital, whenever they fed me, I wasn't able to use the bathroom. Something was going on. So they had to take me back to the hospital and they had to do another surgery to complete whatever they messed up. Supposedly it was something like the intestine wasn't letting me use the bathroom or whatever, so they had to do something else to help. Now, the colostomy bag, I had to keep it for I got out in December and I had my next surgery in February, at the end of February of 2001. So I was with a nurse until then, and finally when they felt like my intestine was more bigger, they put it back into my stomach and connected it all together basically. So yeah, but I did have technically 3 surgeries as a baby, and it was hard. I can only imagine the things my parents had to go through, and knowing that I came with these defects. Now, up till this day, I don't have any stomach problems, let alone my scars, because I do have scars. I have 3 scars two of them because of my surgery on my stomach, and I have this other one on my arm, which I will show you in just a bit, and I'll explain that story in a sec. So, yeah, and I think growing up, I felt so different because I was like, why do I have this on my stomach? I don't understand. I look like I had a second belly button, and it was so weird. I didn't care at first, but then as growing up, when you start getting older, you feel so different, and I felt so subconscious about my body. Like, I never liked it. And like in PE, in PE you would have to like dress out in front of everyone, and I was always so unacceptable about my body. I would go to the bathroom and make sure the stall was closed so I could change comfortably because I felt weird. I was ashamed, and I told my parents about this, and then they were like, Julia, there was nothing you had to be ashamed about. These are my battle scars. And then I learned since then I shouldn't be ashamed of what happened to me. I survived because not many preemie babies who weigh 2.2 pounds and with these defects survive. So I learned that, okay, these happened to me, but it happened to me for a reason. I survived this. I'm good up until this day, and I'm glad that I am, because I can't even imagine what my life would be like if I wasn't here today, or what my parents would have to go through. Now, I do have asthma. That still bothers me up till this day, but you know what? I'm gonna deal with it. It's okay. But this was a story that I hope you can see that not everyone comes to be the perfect child, the perfect newborn that, oh my God, my baby's so perfect. My parents had to go through hell and back with me. And up until this day, I'm just like, I am still a little blessing. I am a miracle baby. I came to this world sick and weak, and I could have died, but I didn't. I am strong. These are my battle scars, and I am proud of them. I'm not ashamed of my body anymore. If you see my body, you see my scars, hey, I'll tell you the story right away. So you see, I survived this. I was a strong little baby. I went through hell and back, but it's okay. I'm okay now. And I am proud to know that I came from a hard birth. And I hope you get to see more of me when I tell you my stories, because trust me, there are a lot, but I'm just glad I was able to share this with you. And in just a second, I'm about to stand up so you can see my scars. I'm not afraid to show them to you guys, or to the world. Let you guys know my story. So, and I'm about to tell you one more story about one scar that I haven't really mentioned, so. Okay. So, they are on my stomach. Ignore my pajamas. Alright, so this is the scar they had to cut into my stomach, and right here is where they had to have the intestine out so the colostomy bag can go through. So this is where my intestines stick out, and this is where they opened the whole thing up just so I can so they can see what was going on. Now it literally looks like I have two stomachs, but trust me, it's all one. The good thing about it, I don't get fat. My body is basically like, ooh, so much food, blah, 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 and I don't get fat. It's kind of a bonus, because I'm not fat. I eat a lot. So I will show you one more scar, and then I'll tell you the story. So, hopefully you can see. Okay, so I have a scar right here, and this scar was from when I was in the hospital. You know how sometimes they inject something right here into a vein? Now, it had like some type of effect on me for some stupid reason, like a nurse probably made a mistake or whatever, according to what my dad told me, and it literally burned my whole arm. Like, it left it all burnt. But luckily it healed, and it only turned into this scar. And this never bothered me since then. Because sometimes like people look at my elbow and they're just like, what happened to you? Oh my God, how'd you get the scar? And then they see my stomach, what happened? Well, I'll tell you what happened. It's not as much as a big deal as I thought it was when I was younger, because I was ashamed. But now I'm just like, it's okay. It happened. Some people had it worse than me. Some preemie babies don't even make it through, but I did, and I'm happy about that. You never know how much you should appreciate life until you realize it for yourself. Like, my story made me realize I should appreciate what life gave me. I mean, it wasn't perfect for the first few moments of my life, but hey, I'm still here now, and I hope that I can make a mark on everyone's life, the ones who've been in my life and I've been in theirs. Hopefully I made a mark and a good one. And thank you for listening, and I'll see you next time, hopefully for another story time. You let me know what you think, and subscribe and leave a comment down below. Y'all have a great day.